All right, we're looking at a classic standard that works beautifully on this instrument right here. And it's called Stella by Starlight. Keep in mind that this tune is a vocal tune. Most tunes that you're going to work on in a chord melody style were originally sung, and that's why the melodies are not busy. For instance, right? They're simple, beautiful melodies with beautiful harmony, and the guitar is the instrument uh, to play in this style. So what we want to do today, prior to getting to the actual arrangement, is just recognize the chords and as they are expressed on the guitar fretboard. So analysis we've already done. Now we're taking a look at the chords on the guitar fretboard. So the first thing we have is an E minor 7 flat 5. You can add the low E too, because it's there, right? And that E minor 7 flat 5 is an E minor 7 chord with a flat 5. However, you cannot play the E minor 7 flat 5 chord as an E minor 7 because the E minor 7 flat 5 chord functions as a 2 chord in a minor key. So messing with the minor 7 flat 5, it's not just a simple alteration. The flat 5 belongs in a minor key, so I wouldn't fiddle with that too much, especially by substituting a minor 7. That wouldn't be cool. And then A7 flat 9. From a fingering perspective, you'll notice that A7 flat 9 is exactly the same finger shape as the minor 7 flat 5, so it's a really nice, easy change. And again, you can add the bass note, right? And now the same thing applies to the A7. The A7 flat 9, that flat 9 implies that it's from a minor key. In this case, that minor key is D minor. You can get away with just playing an A7, but why bother? Because the flat 9 is so much more, so much richer, harmonically complex, and interesting. And then to the C minor. Now everybody knows the C minor 7, but this is something you're going to encounter over and over and over again. There's an F in this in the melody, but in the C minor 7 chord, there's no F. The note that I've got at the top in this voicing is a G. And so you're going to have that clash between an F and a G, and you don't want that. So let's put just on top of this chord. Let's just put an F. Much nicer sound, and you don't need tons of bass notes necessarily. So just get rid of the bass note. Now, when I know there are guys that play moving bass lines and stuff, and it's great. It's spectacular in some cases, right? But there's a lot of bass players out there who love to play with guitar players, so leave some room for them. C minor 7, and then F7. Super simple resolution to that F7, or movement to that F7. There it is, right? And then F minor 7. We can just do it like this. It connects here, like so. F minor 7, right? F minor 7, F minor 9, and then B flat 7, B flat 7, and then moving to the E flat major 7, and then A flat 7, right? And yeah, let's just the A flat 7's fine. And that's just sort of an abbreviated form of the A flat 7. I'm just playing the root, the flat 7, and the 3. You don't need to add the 5 on top necessarily, right? You don't want to add the 5 on top because actually the C is the melody note there, so you want to stay away from that. And then B flat major 7, nice easy change, right? You want to make these connections like this, like you keep everything underneath your finger. You don't want to be gripping and gripping and re-gripping all the time. You know, this is not, you're not playing rhythm in a Dixieland band, right? This is, you know, the changes themselves, physically speaking, technically speaking, have to be elegant, right? So we have common fingers here. And then we have E minor 7 flat 5 again. This is a nice A7 flat 9. I don't actually have the 7 here, but I have a flat 9 in the bass, in the lowest voice. That's a pretty sound, right? So A7 flat 9, and then D minor 7, easy. B flat minor 7, E flat with the 9, or you can make it with the 7, which you'll probably want to do because again the melody is up there. And then F major 7, we all know an F major 7, but here we have that same little problem that we had up here with the, with creating the C minor 11 that we had to do to encompass the melody. Down here we have a B flat in an F major 7 chord, so we're going to have to, the same thing. We're going to have to create an F major 7 chord with a B flat in it. And maybe something like this. Right. I think that sort of works. Yeah, it works pretty nicely. Yeah. And then F. Still F, just like an F6/9. E minor 7 flat 5 again. Third pass to an E flat minor 7 flat 5. A minor 7 with a flat 5, nice easy chord. This is all, you may have played this as a 13. I don't know. There's that diminished shape again, this time acting as a D7 with a flat 9. There's an augmented 7. We could also take that augmented 7 down here, and it's it's the same. There's that minor 11 again. We can't play it as a C minor 7. We could, if we kept it up. Let's keep it up there. And that's C minor 11. And then A flat 7, I guess. Let's see. We can, well, let's take it here. And we'll work that out when we come to the chord melody section. And then B flat major 7. So this B flat major 7, I've got the 7 in the lowest voice, then the 3, 5, and then the 9 on top, because that's what we have in the melody. We've got the 9 up on top, right? And then this series of 2 5s. A7 flat 9, which I often play it as a 13 with a flat 9. It bites a little bit more and it works. said. And then C minor 7 flat 5 without the root. So essentially you've got right? Okay. So yeah, so that's about that. So the only places where we have this, you know, if you were comping through this tune, right, is kind of, you know, what, you know, kind of idea, right? What it's sort of interesting, but if you're comping through the tune, you're going to end up in these places where you know you're going to clash with the melody a little bit if you're using just the chords from the real book here. And that's something to take into consideration even when you're comping, right? Like as we said, there's this C minor 7 chord here has a G on top, but the melody is an F. So if you're playing you know this and the alto player is playing, you know, you're going to have that sort of interesting clash of an F to a G, right? And that happens if you know more than one place in this tune, and so even when you're comping, the I think the most effective way to comp is always with the melody in mind. Don't just satisfy yourself to divorce your comping from the melody. Put them together right at the very beginning. Okay, so that was a look at just putting together the chords that are you know that are here. There's one outlier which I'm aware of, but I didn't want to get too deeply into that. This A flat 7 will work fine, but when we're playing the A flat 7 with a D in it, this is actually becomes an A flat 7 with a flat 5, and we have to take a look at that, you know, at another, you know. So A flat 7 is fine, and the melody doesn't, you know, being played by another player or whatever is going to work just fine if you just play that. That melody is going to imply a flat 5 against that flat 7. Okay, I hope that all makes sense to you. If it does, say, you know, click the button that says "Make sense to me," and just you can look for that. I'm sure it's there somewhere. And subscribe, and also let us like, you know, if you like, and please, it apparently helps. And comments are really valuable. Like, is this helping you at all? Am I doing anything here other than, you know, looking at a camera? I'd like to know that. Okay, and thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Stick around for the final arrangement of this tune if you want to learn it. Okay, good. See ya.